If you're a blogger or a creative, you've probably just noticed that DJI have just launched the brand new Osmo Mobile 3. Let's take a closer look. Hi, I'm Ash from DroningON, and DJI has just launched their brand new Osmo Mobile 3, which I know is not the product that everybody out there was really excited for, but still it's an interesting launch and a product that, despite some negativity from some, will still be great to look at and certainly to use. This is not a full review of the Osmo Mobile 3, it's just a look at the highlights and the top level specifications. Our full review will be coming shortly because this arrived at such short notice. But in the meantime, hopefully this video will prove useful just to look at the key elements of how this is better than its predecessor. So the original Osmo Mobile device was launched in 2016, and the reason it was launched was basically to bring costs down. DJI had their original Osmo product, which was a gimbal and a camera combined, but of course that was pretty expensive. So the idea of the Osmo Mobile is that you're using the high quality camera of phones like this, the Samsung S10, and also of course the iPhone range, but you're not having to pay for that because you're only buying the 3-axis mechanical gimbal. After the original version, the Osmo Mobile 2 arrived, which was a more improved version, but they got rid of some features like the trigger, which people loved because it enabled quick switching of modes. Next, the Osmo Pocket arrived, and of course the Osmo Pocket was again a combined camera and 3-axis mechanical gimbal, and that carried the cost as well at over $329. For that reason, the Osmo Mobile still had a place in the market. It was a budget way of getting 3-axis mechanically stabled video footage. Now, in the launch that you've probably just finished watching, the Osmo Mobile 3 has arrived, and it's 80 grams lighter than its predecessor, the Osmo Mobile 2. It's also got a slight redesign on the way in which the handle is designed so that the gimbal itself is much further away from the mechanical movement. So the biggest and most key point about this new design is that the entire gimbal folds in half, even while your phone is still docked in it. And that's a massive improvement over the old Osmo Mobile 2, which was so big and clumsy and awkward to fit in your bag. DJI has also optimized the way in which the headphone port and the USB charging socket on most phones is accessed when they're connected to the gimbal. So that's going to mean it's just a bit easier to use overall. Now, the original Osmo Mobile device didn't really need a lot of setup, but you did need to balance your phone in it when you put it in initially. The new version has been improved, and only now the roll axis needs calibration, not the other axis. So that's another big benefit to getting up and running much more quickly. As I mentioned earlier, the trigger is back as well. So on the front of the Osmo Mobile 3, you've got a trigger button, which means easier switching of modes and much easier than having to mess around with the app interface on the phone. And finally, the Osmo Mobile 3 app incorporates a load of improvements, but namely Active Track 3, which can even differentiate between humans and other inanimate objects which you might want to track. So much better facility there for tracking things automatically. The key thing, however, is cost, and I don't have the exact figure right now. I'm sure you do, having just watched the launch, but I believe it's going to be about a third of the price of the Osmo Pocket. And that means that this lovely little device is going to be a very easy and cheap way to get stabilized footage without having to spend a lot of money and using the existing hardware of your mobile phones. There are also now some package options with the Osmo Mobile, and this is actually the combo package, which includes a carry case and also a tripod. I do remember with the old Osmo Mobile 2, you had to kind of balance it on its base. Well, this combo option comes with a tripod so that it will keep it nice and steady. Anyway, our full review of this brand new product will be out very soon. In the meantime, give this video a thumbs up, comment below and let me know about this launch and your thoughts on this new product. And of course, click subscribe and tick that little bell icon so that when our review is out, you'll be the first to see it. Thank you very much for watching.